Look at this. Somebody come look at this.
Because people keep asking me, like, is this a skit? Did you make this up? No, I feel like I have to show proof.
Okay.
But let me show you the text message that he sent me when I need to move with you. Unless you don't want me. I tried to be like, I tried to be respectful.
Oh. Fuck all that!
Well, I'm finna read it. Say, unless you don't want me there still, I respect your boundaries and your privacy and your personal space. I can always just figure it out. I'm resourceful. God dang, that's a good idea right now. We all have our personal space to go to when there are issues. I prefer it that way for now. She said, okay, cool. I respect your decision. I think we need to see other people. So you ain't get what you want. So as a narcissist you are, you cut it off. If you don't get your way, it's the highway, huh?
Y'all got the game messed up, huh?
So I was very upfront about my boundaries of my time being wasted, and I'm starting to get the idea that you're not really taking life serious.
What?
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
Popping eight pets on my coat. I'm on the road, roll like I'm Batman. Damn, what? Smart as a madman.
YouTube, what's going on, man? It's your boy Jay. You watching the videos, liking it, comment, and you subbing? I appreciate it. Man, I watched like, 10 seconds of the video. I don't know what's going on. I'm in the back of my mind like, yeah, this girl is real entitled, real delusional, man. Make sure you hit the sub button for your boy. Why? Because cold outside. We talked about, you agreed it was reasonable, so please stop acting like I just made all these decisions within the last couple of weeks. You are not surprised. We are stalling. So she's want to get engaged, move in, stuff like that within a year. Say, honestly, I think you were crazy to want to get engaged after 1 year, but that's just me. So I think he also saying you're not established to do the 1 year deadline for marriage, being that you don't have everything together right now either.
You ain't never left. You really ain't never left.
Well, I ghosted my boyfriend on New Year's Eve, and I have not spoken to him since. Before I get into this, I just want to say that me and my boyfriend, we have been together for a year. Well, almost a year, 11 months, a year on February 2nd, we will have been together, okay? My boyfriend is also 34, grown man. He also is a homeowner, has a pretty good job, and also has a business that he's starting.
Damn!
So let's start there, right? So
She's trying to secure that bag and secure her position. That's why she wants that man to lock in with her.
recently, I obviously, like you all have known, I've become unemployed.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
And I have not been able to find a job. I have put
That's what it is. That's what it is. She a freeloader. Hey, that's the video, man. Come on.
in like 30 applications today. I've got nothing, like barely even an interview. I've gone on 2 interviews. So I've been literally struggling, and I no longer have the funds to afford these bills. Okay. Anyways, okay, I'm gonna keep it together for this. I'm not gonna get stressed out. I no longer have the funds to afford these bills. It's something so crazy about having hundreds of thousands of dollars one day and then the next day having nothing.
Stop the cap.
But that's what's going on right now. And so I am vulnerable with my man, and I go, hey, I'm gonna need to like stay with you for a little while I get myself together. Like, I don't have anything on the rent, and so I'm gonna need to move with you while I get myself together. Mind you, I said he has his own house, his own 3-bedroom apartment in a nice neighborhood. He also has a best friend. His best friend lives with him, mind you, and has been living with him for however many years. He's like lived there almost the whole time he's lived there. And so I'm like, if his best friend can live with him, why not his girlfriend, you know? So I'm like, hey, I need a place to stay. Which honestly, in hindsight, I shouldn't even have to ask for that. He knew I was struggling. He should have said, hey, let me take something off of your plate. Like, come stay with me so that you can breathe and get this. If he really cared about me, he would have said that, but he didn't. He sat there and he watched me struggle, and then watched me get to the point where I was like, hey, I just need a break. Like, I'm literally so depressed. I'm losing my mind. I can't find anything. Can you please help me? And he said,
Fuck no, baby.
He said no. He said no, you cannot live with me. Mind you, living with him is free. Doesn't cost him anything.
To you, it is.
He said no. I can't live with him. At first he goes, oh, I like that we have our own places to retreat to when we get into our arguments. And wrong answer. Number one, when we get into arguments, we never leave. Like, we stay in the same room and we continue to talk it out until we work it through, which I think is a really good habit that we have.
To you, it is.
I could already tell she a whole bunch to deal with. That's probably why he don't want to live with you right now, because you are a bunch of...
A really good green flag that we have in our relationship. Yes, do we get into arguments? So does everyone. Yes, do I lose my cool? I'm a woman, but I rein it back in and we figure it out, and nobody goes home. So that's a weird thing to say. We've never even done that. Second of all, that's like a problem to me, not a solution. When we get into arguments, we should not be leaving, because what happens when we get married? There's no way to go. We both live in the same house. So maybe that's not a good habit to start. Being that we have not started yet, maybe let's not start that now. On our very first date, I told him that I wanted to be engaged within a year.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
After a year, I want to be engaged. He said that's plenty of enough time for someone to know whether or not they want to get married or not. This is what he said. We have talked about it.
She said on the first day within the year, we need to be engaged. If not, you finna dip. I understand that. You know what I mean? I understand, but on the first date is crazy. But having that as your standard, I don't know. It's just a little wild. We can comprehend it because you don't want to waste your time. But that's kind of wild, man. A year.
I shit you not, probably 10 times throughout this year. And never once did he say, I don't think this is going well enough for that to be a realistic goal anymore. Never once did he say, hey, like, let's pump the brakes. I don't think that we're doing that well for it to get to that. So I'm thinking we're doing well. We're on schedule. After a year or a year and a half, we'll probably get engaged. Then he goes, I don't think I want to live with someone again until I'm married to them. Which is some new boundary that he literally just made up, because he's never said that the whole time we've been together. And I go, maybe it's not a good idea that you live with someone after you already got married to them, because what if you guys are not compatible to live together and you don't know that until after you're already married? Then what? That's really dumb, actually. And so I'm like, okay, that's a completely new thing, but granted, it's been a year. We set our goal for a year. Are we going to get married? And he goes, no, that was your goal.
Damn, what
Since when was this my goal? It was my goal.
On the first date, it was your goal. On the first date.
Like, I thought we were in agreement.
Nope.
Because you never said that we weren't in agreement. Clearly, I made all this up in my head. And this was never a goal. I just thought it was a goal because I continuously talked about it. And he never said that it was unrealistic. As a matter of fact, he said the quite opposite. That it was a realistic goal to have. And never once, as we neared to the end of that year, did he ever say, hey, I don't think we're close to being married. So imagine my surprise when he says, I don't think we're close to being married. We still have things to figure out. Because a couple of nights ago, I got super irritated at him and yelled at him and told him to leave my house. And apparently that's enough of a reason for him to be like, whoa, I don't want to marry her. All right. So yeah. And so I said, hey, I'm actually scared that.
Bro, she talked too much. She talked too much. It's just a word jumble of bumbles and flips and rumbles and tumbles. I'm just like, bro, I can't even stand to listen to her 7-minute video. I know he can't stand to stay with her for 7 days. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna be homeless because I said I'm actually thinking I'm gonna be homeless because I don't have a job and these bills keep coming and I can't do it no more. I'm tapped out of resources. And I think I'm gonna end up, if you don't let me live with you, I'm gonna end up in my car, living in my car, something like being actually homeless. And he goes, well, plenty of millionaires have lived in their car before.
Wait a minute, bitch! Wait a minute, bitch!
Oh, dang.
What the fuck? So basically he said, yeah, no, I'm not gonna help you. I'm sorry that you're dealing with this. I know it's hard, but basically he told me that you never really do have anybody to depend on and you come alone in this world and you are your own person and you should be your number one priority because nobody else is going to be dependable, which I translated to he is not someone I can depend on. Why would I ever marry someone that I can't depend on? I'm a dependable person. I've had friends that I've let stay with me, that I've given a place to stay for free, that I've been able to like say, hey, you can lean on me. Like, don't worry about nothing. Take a break. I got you. So if I can be dependable to my friends, you can be dependable to your girlfriend. It's not a crazy concept. Yeah, we do come in this world alone, but relationships are the whole reason of everything. You should be able to depend on the people around you, on your community. They should be people that you can say, hey, you do owe.
It depends, though. Are you a great character? Are you very welcoming to be around? Are you a bubbly person? Or you're just a, you know what? You know what I mean? You're just a sassy pain in the...
A responsibility to the people you love and the people you care about. And apparently he doesn't think that way, and I don't think I can be in a relationship with someone who doesn't think that way. And so I decided that I kind of ghosted him. I just stopped talking to him, and I probably will never speak to him again. That really turned me off. And yeah, that's why I broke up with my boyfriend, because he said it was okay that I be homeless. I should be homeless while he goes home to his 3-bedroom house in a nice neighborhood and rubs his feet together under his nice comforter set, his nice sheet set, and watches his 70-inch TV on the wall and twiddles his thumbs together while I'm out in my car in the cold. Talking about he's going to get me a blanket for Christmas so I don't be cold. You gonna get you a new bitch for Christmas. I ain't even.
That's dumb. Wait.
So I go.
Okay, that's the video. I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of crazy. See, now there's two different versions of that. It's two different sides. It's like, oh, that's your boyfriend. He should do that. And the other side is, man, you're a grown woman.
I ain't splitting the bills 50-50 with no man. I'd rather pay them by myself and be independent.
See, a man that will watch you struggle is no man in marriage. He said he would live with his husband. Oh, wow. He lived with his husband already. Oh, Lord, here we go with that. Said, do I think he's a terrible person? Nah, but I'm glad you understood you needed to leave him alone. So many women stuck through these kind of dynamics only for their husbands to be far worse than marriage. Say, girl, let me follow you, because this time next year, you're going to be a whole new space, and I want to see. God riddance to him. Good riddance to him. You know, if you with somebody and they can't do nothing for you, I would say leave. So I would agree that that's the best choice for you. But let's say this. Is this man your boyfriend, though? Let's think about it. Just because you smashing them doesn't mean it's official. You know how girls be like, oh, that's my man, but the whole time that's not her man? Just because they smashing? Is it official, bro?
This is his house. I clicked the profile. This is his name. So he's renting a room in his house for $1,000, utilities included. So I don't know if it's his best friend that's moving out or the Asian guy. I assume it's the Asian guy. His best friend is 40, mind you. And he's been living there for a while. I don't think he's going anywhere anytime soon. But I'm assuming that the Asian guy moved out. He never told me that the Asian guy was moving out. He never discussed this with me. I mean, it's not my house, but we had conversations about like if we're gonna get married, we can't get married if there's people living here. And he decided to omit that information. Why he decided not to tell me that the Asian guy was moving, I'm sure he had his reasons.
So it's an Asian guy, her boyfriend's African, and his best friend is, I forgot what she said. Let's read a couple comments for this one. So he's married, and you need to start monetizing your story on YouTube. Hey, man, shout out to YouTube, man. I wouldn't be monetized without y'all, bro. Hit that sub button for your boy.
Push the goddamn button. Push the goddamn button.
Say, no, ma'am, he's building a family home for his biological and maternity family. Now I'm still stuck on the blown up pitch of himself. You overlook countless red flags, and with some particular, he might be, oh my God, he might be on the DL. And others think he can have another family, or both. It's time to reflect, prioritize yourself, and move on. I bet people agree in this. You say, yup, you're right. Amen. So, it's two things, right? They're pretty much saying, okay, that's your man. Why he don't want to help you? He must be DL.
What?
Why do they always do that? Just because he don't want her to stay with her or help her, oh, he's on the DL. Bro, he's 34, he got roommates. Maybe it's just no room for you to be there in the first place. Unless they gonna share the room together and he ain't got there's no space. They don't want to say that though. They want to be like, oh, he's down low. Oh, he's married already. He don't really want you. That's if y'all even together. But hey, man, what y'all thinking, bro? If you with this guy and it's your boyfriend and he don't want to help you, I say, yeah, okay, the best thing you need to do is leave. Or, you know what I'm saying, get your stuff together or reflect on yourself. You worrying about his situation. I wouldn't say make a video and you ain't even got no job.
And you ain't got shit to do.
Come on now, man. But hey, man, let me know what y'all guys saying in the comments, man. I appreciate you, bro. Y'all stay warm. I'm Jay. I appreciate you. Go.